Well guys, got a little bit of an experiment going on. I've had these potpourris for ages. Oops, don't know if you can see that. And what I thought I'd do is just see if I can do one for a Christmassy theme. So what I've done is I have mixed the three different, I've got three different types, as you can see there. So what I've done is I've mixed a little bit, I've mixed more of the red in because obviously those two are greeny colours. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix up some resin and I'm going to pour it and stick it in the pressure pot and see what we come out. I've never done a resin pot before, or not a resin pot, a potpourri pot. So this is all new. It might go all wrong, but we never know, we'll see. So I'm going to mix up some resin. I just don't know whether, because I want it as a Christmassy theme. Is it a Christmassy theme? Don't know really. Potpourri pot can be used anytime, I suppose. But anyway, I don't know to put a little bit of glitter or not into it, just to give it a little bit of character, as they say. So I don't know. But I don't know. I'll get the resin poured out and then I'll decide from there. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed last week's project. Thanks for everybody who commented on it. As you see from the intro, that I made a potpourri mould. Well, here it is, all hardened off, and what I've done is, because the top was all lumpy bumpy, I've put it on the linisher and sanded it all down now. So we're ready to get this on the lathe. I don't know how it's going to turn out. The reason being is the potpourri, some of it is a bit hollow, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll get it on the lathe and see how it goes. So it's all about trial and error, so let's get on with it. Right guys, what I've done is I've got a centre hole to get it onto there, and then a mark on the back so we can get it on the centre. So we'll get it lined up and put in the chuck, and then what we'll do is we will get the back cleaned up, because the back's a bit rough where the mould moved a little bit. So we'll get that cleaned up, and I'll get a tenon cut in the back, and then we can get it fixed up in our chuck and get it cleaned up. So oh, she's a bit out of shape. I think because the potpourri is a bit all over the place, it's going to take a little bit of squaring up, but we'll get it. Right, we're going to have to go slow and get that cleaned up and squared up before we get carried away. So right, what I've done guys is I've done because I stuck it in the chuck the wrong way, I've done a temporary tenon on the back, so hopefully that's going to hold enough just to put a tenon in the front so we can spin it. I don't know how well that'll hold in the front though, because like I say, the potpourri is a bit soft. So what I'll do now is I'll cut a tenon in the front and just square it off a little bit so that we can flip it and finish the back off. But I don't know how this is going to cope with it. don't know how well this is going to hold in. Because the reason being, there's a lot of the potpourri around that area, and I don't know if I can get it tight enough. I'm going to cut it deeper, I think. Right, I think we've got it. Just got to be careful with it because, like I say, it's grabbing on the potpourri, and if I'm not careful, it's going to break it away. So I just got to be delicate and finish the back off. Right, guys, we'll get a micro meshed and let's get it shiny. Well, I know you guys can't see that, but what I'll do is I will just get a coat of Yorkshire grit on it and a coat of burnishing cream, and then I'll take it out and show you. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll take this out and show you guys, and there she is. Don't she look pretty? It's got a little smudge mark on it. I think that's where I'll polish out. Just wants drying off a little bit better, because I think some of the potpourri has absorbed the moisture and not quite dry properly, but that'll be okay. That'll work out. That'll buff out well on the buffing wheel. So yeah, no, I'm happy with that. So we'll get it flipped and we'll get the inside done. What I'll do, guys, is I'll trim the edge and then I'll move you to a different location so you can see me gouging out the bowl, and hopefully some of these are gonna see it's a bit tacky in places where the sap's coming out of the I might put some CA glue in some of those just to harden them up a little bit. Let that dry and then we'll come back and turn it, see what it comes out like. I don't think it's going to turn very well with these. I might have to gradually build it up with CA into that level, but we'll turn it and see what it comes out like. Right, what I've done, guys, is I've filled some of these with CA glue or super glue just to harden them up a little bit because they was a bit soft, and it's had overnight to dry. So we'll get it back on the lathe and get it trued up and see how it goes. Right folks, so what I've done now is there was a few holes in the bottom and a few holes in the top. So what I've done is I've put a thin layer of resin on the top there to fill those holes in when they're going to turn down, and then just a bit on the bottom so we'll turn them back out. So we'll get this back in the lathe and we'll get it finished off. Right folks, don't know if you can see in there, can you? Alright, it's a bit glittery, but the glitter that I put in the base is sunk to the bottom, which is given like a copper base, which I quite like actually. So what I'm going to do now is I'll micro mesh it up to 12,000, and then we'll get a final finish on it. Alright, we got there eventually guys, so what I'll do now is just dry it off, give it a coat of Yorkshire grit and a coat of burnishing cream, and we should be about there. Actually what I've got now is this, so I think what we'll do is we'll give it a go with this. People were telling me that the Yorkshire grit microfine abrasive paste was good, and to be honest I was a little bit sceptical, but I thought I'd order some anyway, and to be honest they're not wrong, because that has brought up a better shine than what the normal Yorkshire grit would have done. So yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Right, we'll give it a coat of burnishing cream. Burning. Right folks, let's get it out of the lathe and see what it looks like. Well, there you go guys, there's my potpourri stroke rose gold glitter bowl. It's turned out really well, to be honest. It's not been a 5-minute thing, but it's turned out really well, and to be honest I'm quite happy how it's turned out. I don't know if you can see well yeah, you can just about see the glittery effect on it, and then when you hold it up you can see through it, but then the good thing is when it's on the table it's like a copper bottom, which I quite like the look of that. So no, I'm really happy how it's turned out, and to be honest that's got to be on par with my pine cone bowl, the first project or the first video I ever did. So I'm really happy how it's turned out. The only thing I didn't count on was that the potpourri was going to be as soft as it was on the top. I thought the resin would have penetrated it and hardened it up, but obviously I was wrong, and I think that's where stabilisation comes into its own, that's what that would have done. But never mind, we got there, you know what I mean. As you see, we just put a thin bead of resin over the top of it and then a thin coat in the bottom, and that's filled all that up, and you know what I mean, I've left a little thin coat between the resin and the potpourri, so it's firm. So that's what I wanted at the end of the day. So no, I like that. So what I'll do is I'll get some stills on after, or at the end shall I say, and so you can get some better looks. I'll get it in the house and get some pictures on it with some better lighting, and hopefully I'll look a little bit better. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed and liked. If so, please hit that like button and share, let people know we're here. To all my subscribers, new and old, thank you so much for your support. Your support is overwhelming as always. Comments are great, keep them coming. I like to hear from you guys, and I hope that I get back to you as quick as I can, and I hope that's okay. So that's this week's project. There'll be a fresh new project for next week. So I want you to have a great weekend. Take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.